Bloodshot. I should state right now, I've never read a Bloodshot comic. In fact, I didn't even know what Bloodshot was until this movie started coming out. I barely paid attention to the trailers. I thought the movie seemed okay, so I kind of really didn't know what to expect. A lot of people are saying the trailer is very spoiler. I didn't really pay attention to the trailers too much, so I didn't get that vibe, but maybe if I paid attention a little bit more. This is not a movie I cared about. I thought, at the very least, this could be a dumb, fun, stupid action movie, or just a movie that's, it's like a Marvel movie. It's fun, and people like it, but it's not very good, and it's not that bad either, but it's fine, I was hoping for that. Nope. I got something much worse. Now, I should state right now, I've never watched a Fast and Furious movie. I don't ever intend to. I might one day, but I don't want to. That's the reason I've not seen it. I don't think it would be my style of movie. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe I'll check it out and it'll be something I totally love and get into, but I don't think so. I don't like movies that are okay or average or just kind of dumb, stupid movies. I want movies. I like those sometime, and there are movies like that I enjoy, but most of the time I want a well-made, good movie that I can think about, and or just it's something. I don't think it would be my style. And so I don't know how good of an actor Vin Diesel is, because I've never seen him anything except for the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, because he voices Groot. And I guess by that logic, he's in Endgame and Infinity War, so, but he voices Groot. That's the only thing I've seen him in, and he's fantastic at saying one line, I am Groot. So, and, two lines, I am Groot, and we are Groot. So, Oscar-worthy performance there. Bam! 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 Yeah. So I don't know how good he is as an actor, but he was awful in this film. He was terrible. All the performances in this movie were awful. And part of it was the script was just really bad. It was awful. And there were some really terrible lines that these people had to say and deliver. Vin Diesel almost had no lines. He would just say 3 words, get all grumpy and grunt and be like, and then just. And this is a very layered character, because what this movie is this guy is being forced to die over and over again repeatedly. It's kind of like that movie Live, Die, Repeat, or Edge of Tomorrow, because I don't know why it has so many names, but whatever. Where the guy dies, he keeps waking up. It's not like that because that guy isn't being forced to do it. It's a power that he's trying to get rid of. Well, in this movie, he's being forced to do it. He's being forced to relive this bad memory of this terrible thing that happened. That is kind of a spoiler, so I'm not going to say. And so there should be this anger, this resentment, and you need an actor that can give a layered performance. But Vin Diesel is not that kind of actor, and I know that without even watching a Fast and Furious movie, because I know the type of movies those are. I know the type of performances. It's like Marvel movie performances. I know that Chris Evans, who plays Captain America, could give better performances than he does in those movies. He gives amazing performances and stuff like Knives Out and stuff, right? But he doesn't in those movies because that's not what those movies are. But this is. And so I know that Vin Diesel isn't the right choice. There should have been someone else who could give this more layered performance and show the anger, the frustration, and the sadness. You couldn't really see it. Also, this movie felt like it was trying to be R. This is a movie literally titled Bloodshot. And why is it titled Bloodshot? I don't know. There is absolutely no blood in this movie. There's a point where the guy slits his hand, and he does this to show him like, hey, your hand's healed this. But he's like, ow! And then you don't see the blood before those little nanobot things that heal him and bring him back to life. It's kind of ridiculous. There was a lot of stupid scenes where all these bad things happen, and just just like these people getting their neck snaps, different things, no blood, and crazy stuff. Like, it's like unbelievable. I swear this movie was edited. It was a rated R movie edited down to PG-13. In fact, I think most people thought this was a rated R movie, and there was several sequences that made me think it was, because there was like almost kind of a sex scene at the beginning, kind of, but then you kind of cut away from it before it actually turns into one. But you can tell that was probably filmed as one, and then they edited it down not to be one. And I'm not saying I would have liked it to be one. I'm saying that it became very distracting because the movie was very oddly edited, and I think that was probably because it was a rated R movie edited to PG-13. And I would have preferred this to be R-rated, just for violence, honestly. I don't care about sex and that kind of stuff in my movies. I would have been okay if there was more blood, because there are sequences that I was like laughing that there was to myself, kind of, that there was no blood or there was no impact. And I hate movies like this. I mean, this is what my problem was with Venom too. Venom was something that should have been R. I mean, he's ripping people's heads off and there's no blood. It's so freaking stupid. I liked it. I liked parts of this concept. I just think this whole movie was a mess. It had terrible performances, a terrible script. It had awkward editing. It had terrible effects. The pace of it was really odd too. Oh God, what happened with this movie? This is definitely the worst movie I've seen all year. But I'm just saying right now, we're in March or so. That's not really saying too much. It'll probably be on my worst of the year in next year, or at the end of this year. So yeah, it's unfortunate though. I wanted this to be more than it was, and I wanted something better, but we got a humongous pile of poodoo that I never want to watch again. And yeah, I will say though, if you like dumb action movies, they're kind of guilty pleasures. This is a good one to check out. I wouldn't call it a guilty pleasure myself, because I don't get into those types of movies as guilty pleasures. I do think a lot of the humor, though, this is one of my last points here, was really out of place, because I couldn't even tell it was trying to be funny. Like, somebody would say a line, and then it'd be some dead air, and I'd be like, I'd sit there and think for a minute. I'm like, oh, that was supposed to be funny. It wasn't. And then it would move on. It's dumb. This is a stupid movie. Do not watch it unless you want to have some form of guilty pleasure. I think if you were to see this as a guilty pleasure movie and you wanted it to be that, it totally could be that for you. I don't know if I would call it that, honestly. And all, like I said, not my thing. Bad movie though. Poodoo. Don't watch it. But then again, it's the only movie playing because of the coronavirus. So, ha, 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 ha. Actually, there's 2 movies in the theater that I've not seen yet. I Still Believe, and a movie called Emma. I don't know anything about those movies, but we'll see how those are. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just done. I'm just done.